We're here to preview the Valley on ESPN Game of the Week as the Illinois State Redbirds play host to the Bradley Braves. Joining us is Coach Kristen Gillespie of the Redbirds and Jacqui Kalin, who will be on the broadcast with me on ESPN Plus. Coach, your Redbirds 11-7. They've won 5 of the last 6 games. You're getting a great impact from some newcomers. Elise Knutson and Nevaeh Thomas kind of at the top of that list, but they're not the only ones, are they?
No, we are definitely a different look Redbird team. I think that's just the state of college athletics now. Every year it's going to look a little different, but coming in this year, we had 2 players, Maya Wong and Shannon Dow, are the only players that had played significant minutes for our team. So we knew it was going to take a little bit of time, but you mentioned Elise, Nevaeh. You have to mention Addie Martin. I think she's leading the league in field goal percentage. And we're getting some really good contributions from Nibe Washington, our freshman post, and Trista Feda, our freshman point guards, giving us some really good time off the bench.
Awesome. Coach, I know you have a lot of new faces, but you certainly have a league veteran point guard in Maya Wong. I'm never going to pass up an opportunity to talk about a 6-year senior. I certainly have an appreciation for those. So, she might not be putting up the same numbers as she has in the past, but already in conference season, she's made some big shots, big plays at key moments. You talk just a little bit more about her leadership and having her back with a team with so many new faces, what her presence has really meant both on and off the court.
Yeah, anytime as a coach, you have the privilege of coaching the same player for 6 years. What a win it is for you. Maya knows our program as well as anyone. She is really an extension of me on the court. Just her growth over the last 6 years, it has been so much fun to see, like on and off the court, just her maturity level and her willingness to step into a leadership role. You think back, she's played with some great players, Juju Redmond, Mary Crompton, Paige Robinson. She's always deflected leadership role to other players, but I think that's what I'm most proud of. She's really kind of embraced that this year. Last year, we asked her to score a little bit more, but this year, our scoring is pretty evenly dispersed. At any given night, we can have someone lead us, and she just revels in. She wants to set the table. She's definitely still a pass-first player, but she just wants to make sure everyone's on the same page. She knows the Valley is. It's not for the faint of the heart, and she's been through it, and a lot of our team has. So she's doing a great job of the prep work of, hey, what to expect on those double game weekends of, going on the road. What's it like to play some of these teams that, to be honest, the vast majority of our team hasn't played.
Coach, I find it impressive. You have that depth of scores, right? A lot of different kids could be your leading scorer on any night. However, you guys are top 10 in the country, 8th this week in field goal percentage. What are you seeing from your kids that's attributing to that?
Yeah, I think the last game, I think we had 27 made field goals, 24 were assisted. I think we just share the ball really well. I think our staff has done a really nice job of putting our players in positions, in roles to be really successful. And if you look at our box score, like we don't really care who scores. And I know a lot of coaches say that, but then behind closed doors, it may not be always. But I can really say, like, for the first time, like this team, they just want to win, and they know we're still our ceiling. I think we're not even close to becoming the team we can. But they generally revel in just setting someone else up, and I may have a good shot, but how can I get you a great shot?
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like that culture was I know exactly what you mean when you say it's one thing to say nobody cares, but it's another thing to mean it behind closed doors. Is there a point in which you realized that was the culture you have, or it just sort of happened organically when people figured out you're most successful with anybody stepping up on any night?
Yeah, I think early on this summer, there was just something about this team. I said, I would tell them it's going to take us a little bit of time to figure out the on-court stuff, just with roles. And, we had so many new players. Like, as a coach, we're not a system-based team. We change every year. It's not come hell or high water, this is what we're doing. So it took us a little time. All right, how do we make this work? How do we use this puzzle to have success? I said, but what you guys are head and shoulders above any team I've coached are the intangibles, like just the chemistry, just the, we use the word love a lot in our program, joy. They just have a genuine love and respect for each other. There is a contagious joy within our locker room it's just fun to be around. And I'm not saying our other teams hadn't had it, but it's just this team has taken it to such a different level that it's just, I haven't had this much fun coaching a team in a long time.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Coach, I just have one more strategy question. Chess. What's your strategy, or who on the team is going to have what it takes to take on Beckett in chess? I got to know.
Clearly, it's not me. I said on our radio show, I told Greg that 2 words I never thought I would say. I'm a chess mom. I knew it was an all-day affair. 9-2, for crying out loud. Thankfully, I had to leave early to go recruiting. My wife, God bless her, she stayed the whole time. I have no idea what's going on. I have downloaded apps to try to figure it out. I mean, the poor guy is not going to get any help from our household. So hopefully, some of our players will step up. No one has offered yet, so I can't even answer that question.
Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it.
If he's at shoot around, I'm guessing Jacqui plays a little bit. I dabble a little bit. I'm guessing Beckett would take me down, but I'd be glad to give him a run. Bring him.
I would be up for the challenge.
All right, maybe we can set up some online tutoring, because when I say I know nothing, like, yeah, if it's sport, of course I can, but like chess, what in the world? But hey, the guy's a Renaissance man. He is into a little bit of everything. I love it. As long as he said he like lost his first 2 matches. He runs over. Hey, I got beat. It's like, oh, okay. He's like, when do I play again? I'm like, hey, we're on to something. He just loves it. So I don't care.
All right. Sounds good. I'm going to get lessons from Beckett. That's what it sounds like. We invite everybody to join us, though. Sunday, 2:00, our Valley on ESPN Game of the Week. Illinois State will be hosting Bradley on ESPN+. We'll see you all then.